like many months of the year, is filled with several fun holidays and celebrations. What you may not know, however, is that April is also Child Abuse Awareness Month. And in Kentucky, we have the highest rate of child abuse in the nation. Every state has its fair share of problems, but Kentucky always seems to have some of the worst when it comes to the protection of others. I mean, children and small animals should be at the top of the list for those being cared for and protected. However, we seem to be pretty relaxed on the subject here in the state. As citizens of the state, I believe that we should be more informed on the troubling things happening around us. That is why after today, I hope those listening to the speech leave with at least a bit more knowledge on the subject than what they came in with. Over the next few minutes, I hope to first explain to you more about child abuse and the staggering rates of it within our home state. Secondly, we'll give you information about what Prevent Child Abuse Kentucky is, before finally showing you examples of how they've helped the state. Okay, let's do this. The Federal Child Abuse Prevention and Treatment Act defines child abuse as any recent act or failure to act on the part of a parent or caretaker which results in the death, serious physical or emotional harm, or sexual abuse and exploitation of a child. In 2016, child abuse rates in Kentucky were the second highest in the nation. That is more than double the national average, which means nearly 20 of every 1,000 children in the state is a victim of child abuse. The Child Maltreatment Report of 2016 also found that it occurs on every socioeconomic level. It's not just one overall demographic. However, the drug epidemic in the state has increased the caseload, along with the decrease in support for caseworkers, which has resulted in a lot of the cases just being abandoned. In 2016, the state saw a total of 102,990 referrals to Child Protective Services. To make that even better, the number has continued growing, and in just a little over a year later, Kentucky beat Indiana in having the highest rate of child abuse in the nation. The number has now become closer to 23 per 1,000 children. The number of reported cases of child abuse has almost doubled since 2013. 10 child abuse, however, I guess it could be a little better because the rates of abuse deaths has dropped by about half since 2013. 75% of the victims are neglected, 18% are physically abused, and 9% are sexually abused. And out of those, parents were the vast majority of perpetrators, making up about 70% of the abusers overall. Prevent Child Abuse Kentucky is an organization whose goal is to help prevent and educate others on child abuse in our state. Their main goals are awareness and education. They hold community events to raise awareness, provide information to increase the priority on preventing abuse, educate children on their right to be safe, teach parents and others how to identify and report abuse, and they inform local legislators to prioritize abuse protection and prevention. They've done a lot, especially, I think they started in the 1980s, but just this year, their top 5 things, they helped pass the House Bill 1 by working with Representatives David Mead and Joni Jenkins, and it's a school and community safety training and risk assessment bill. They provided training to over 4,000 people. They obtained participation from each of Kentucky's 120 counties in their Child Abuse Prevention Month efforts. They provided incidents of service and education to over 15,000 parents, and they added 215 new partners in prevention who will also begin educating communities, rallying for new laws, and to help decrease abuse. Today I hope to have informed you more on child abuse and the leading organization in Kentucky trying to stop it. In summarizing for you the definitions of rates of child abuse, giving you facts about PCAKY, and providing details on how they're helping our state, I hope you leave today with a better idea on one of our state's worst faults and hopefully a want to help the cause yourself.